Welcome to the Tech Show. I'm Sonya Gavankar. Today we've got tips to keep your digital information safe while traveling. We check out autonomous watercraft in defense tech, and yet another gadget tries to take my money. All that and more coming up on the Tech Show. Now it's time for the latest. The Walt Disney Company has reached a $10 million settlement with the Federal Trade Commission to resolve an inquiry into alleged violations of child privacy laws, the agency announced on Tuesday, September 2nd, 2025. The settlement centers on Disney's failure to properly designate certain videos uploaded to YouTube as children's content, which inadvertently allows those videos to be targeted by online advertisers, breaching regulations designed to protect young viewers, according to Axios. The issue stems from the videos posted on YouTube that were aimed at children but lacked the appropriate markers required under the Children's Online Privacy Protection Act, or COPPA. The federal law mandates strict guidelines for handling personal information collected from children under 13 and requires platforms to clearly identify content intended for young audiences. By not labeling the videos correctly, Disney allowed third-party advertisers to target children with ads, a practice that drew scrutiny from regulators. The settlement does not involve content hosted on Disney's own platforms such as Disney Plus or its official websites, but rather focuses on videos uploaded to YouTube, a third-party platform. Disney emphasized that the violations were unintentional and occurred outside of its controlled ecosystem. The company has since taken steps to address the issue, implementing stricter internal protocols to ensure compliance with child privacy laws across all platforms where its content appears. Adobe is launching new generative AI filmmaking tools that provide fun ways to create sound effects and control generated video outputs. Alongside the familiar text prompts that typically allow you to describe what Adobe's Firefly AI model should make or edit, users can now use onomatopoeia-like voice recordings to generate custom sounds and use reference footage to guide the movements in Firefly-generated videos. The Generate Sound Effects tool that's launching in beta on Firefly app can now be used with recorded and generated footage and provides greater control over audio generation than Google's Veo 3 video tool. The interface resembles a video editing timeline and allows users to match the effects they create in time with uploaded footage. For example, users can play a video and a horse walking along a road and simultaneously record clip-clop sounds in time with its hoof steps alongside a text description that says hooves on concrete. The tool will then generate 4 sound effect options to choose from. Clip-clop, clip-clop. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Rise up this morning, smile with the rising sun. Three little birds, pitch by my doorstep, singing sweet songs of melodies pure and true, saying, this is my message to you.
In a world driven by technology, art is evolving fast. Coded, immersive, and alive, it's breaking free of the frame. And in places like Dubai, this brave new frontier is taking shape.
My heritage and my background as an Emirati provides me with content for my artwork, because in order to produce authentic artwork, you need to have lived experience. My artwork takes you through a specific time period in the Gulf in the early 2000s. I wanted to use the internet itself as a medium. I wanted to highlight my own people's internet culture, which I deeply connect with and I grew up on, and it had a major influence in the sort of artwork that I ended up creating. I get to play, and play is important to me as an artist.
Using technology as their medium, artists blur the line between art and play.
As the weather gets cooler, many homeowners are looking for ways to stay comfortable and safe while keeping energy costs down. Joining us from a custom home in Virginia is HGTV star Matt Blashaw, who's best known for shows like Yard Crashers and Build It Forward. He's partnering with the Propane Education and Research Council to share how homeowners can build or remodel their homes to meet their energy needs. Welcome to the show, Matt.
Thanks for having me.
Why is it important to consider the energy that powers a home?
So as a contractor, I work with hundreds of families. I renovate homes. The energy choice that they make impacts how that home performs. Families are looking for reliable, affordable, clean energy like propane. And propane's just not for the backyard barbecue, right? It powers all major appliances, heating, cooking, hot water, clothes drying, even backup power generation. My favorite part, propane appliances, they last longer and they run more efficiently.
Do families need to think about how reliable their energy is?
100%. I did not when I moved to Kansas City about 4 years ago. I did not think about tornadoes. Apparently we have them. Knocked out our power for about 4 days. And I said, okay, my home needs to be more resilient. I got a propane backup generator, which is fantastic. Lights go off within 10 seconds. It brings the power back to my house. I got refrigeration, I got heating, I got lights, keeps my family nice and comfortable. The best part about propane, longer shelf life, right? Diesel, fuel, and gas, you have to dispose of those after 8 months. Propane will keep those lights on with that generation for days and months to come.
Energy bills are also top of mind for families. How can homeowners make their energy systems as efficient as possible?
Couple quick tips, right? Choose appliances that run efficiently, but also see what their lifespan is going to be. Propane furnaces last 50% longer than electric heat pumps. Tankless water heaters are a great money-saving idea. Propane clothes dryers. They dry clothes faster. They're gentler on fabrics. It's going to extend their life. So these are some great tips. If you want to go to propane.com/formyhome, learn all about it.
Thanks, Matt.
Thank you.
We'll be back with more of the Tech Show in just a minute. Stay tuned.
Most people call leaf filter when their gutters are clogged and they notice one of the many issues that can bring. You can get ahead of costly damage by protecting your home's gutters today.
Schedule your free inspection today. Call 833-LEAF-FILTER or visit leaffilter.com.
Welcome back to the Tech Show. Today in Defense Tech, Christina Rabino Babbitt, founder of CRB Public Relations, talks to HAVOC AI, a new company keeping us safe.
Today in Defense Tech, we're speaking to Paul Nguyen, the CEO of HAVOC AI, a company building autonomous watercraft rapidly, efficiently, and at lower cost than traditional vessels to meet our military's changing needs. HAVOC AI's technology was created for modern-day warfighters to deter conflict on the water in the Pacific. Hi, Paul. Thanks for being with us.
Hey, Christina. Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
Can you tell me a bit about who HAVOC AI is and what's going on over there?
Yeah, so HAVOC, we're an 18-month-old company. We are a collaborative autonomy company, and we're focused on the maritime space. So we're doing two things. If you look at the picture behind me, we're creating technologies required to be able to build thousands of these autonomous vessels affordably and very quickly. And the second thing is, we're not a boat company. We also are working on the technologies required for humans to operate thousands of them at scale. Right, so we don't think of our product as one boat or even one autonomous boat. We think of our product as thousands of autonomous assets and what's required for humans to use them effectively, whether that's for national security
missions. And why is
missions
this needed right now
missions.
for our country and our warfighters?
Yeah, so we are dual use, but we're very defense focused. So if you look at what we're trying to do for the DoD, it's very simple, right? Admiral Paparo, who is the highest ranking military officer in the Pacific, he calls it making the Pacific an unmanned hellscape. And what that involves is putting thousands of these autonomous assets into the ocean to provide capabilities that there are gaps right now for. If you think about it, our adversaries in the Pacific, they can outbuild us, right? They can outbuild us in ships. They can outbuild us in traditional weapon systems. Their technology is catching up to our level, and they just have way more people. So this hellscape concept is about how we counter that threat, and it's through use of autonomous assets. It's not something that we came out. We invented from scratch. Right? If you think about what the Ukrainians and the Houthis are doing, we've taken that approach and we've done it in a more sophisticated way.
So I heard a story of you being on Capitol Hill, and you were able to actually open your iPad and move a boat from where you were sitting in Washington, D.C. Is this correct?
Yeah, it is correct. When we go to the Hill or even to the Pentagon, traditional companies, they take PowerPoint slides and they try to, talk themselves up. What we do, and we've done this on the Hill 36 times, is I will put vessels, our boats, the boats you see behind me, on the water back in Rhode Island. And it's not just one, right? I'll put 5 to 10 of them. And then, we'll go through the introductions, and then I'll just, when they say, okay, tell me what you're building, I'll just pull out a tablet and I'll say, well, this is what we're building. And I'll kind of like show them how to control these vessels, right? How to do real missions, things like the missions I just talked about, logistics mission, ISR missions, and the kinetic missions. And at some point, they'll think that they're playing a video game, because our command and control interface looks like a video game, and they're controlling 10 vessels sitting in their offices. And what we'll do is we'll also bring up a laptop where we'll have drones flying overhead to show them that they just controlled 5 to 10 of these vessels doing very sophisticated missions. And some of these, some of these members, you can see their eyes light up, because and they say things like, "What? I finally understand what autonomy provides."
That's very impressive, Paul. So what role is HAVOC AI playing in support of our national security today, and where do you see it in the future?
One of the use cases is convoy protection, not just U.S. destroyers, but things, merchant ships, right? Right now, as we speak, I don't know when it'll be a few months old news when this show comes out, but in the Red Sea, right? It's a container ship that just got attacked and sunk, right? We could do this right now, where we protect those merchant ships that are going through these strategic choke points. Right? And so we're working with both the government customers, but also even the shipping companies have started to reach out to us. And more importantly, the insurance companies are now starting to talk to us to see how they can protect these vessels, right? Technically, from a technological standpoint, we could do that right now, but there's also all sorts of legal and insurance and liability issues that we need to walk through. But that's one of the best use cases, right? It's preventing these giant oil tankers from getting attacked in some of these choke points.
I saw that you just signed a partnership with Lockheed Martin. Tell me a little bit more about that. Why do you think they chose HAVOC AI over other companies in the market today?
We're obviously moving very fast, and we can innovate a lot, right? But we're also not naive enough to think that we're going to build some of these sophisticated weapon systems that the traditional primes, right? Think Lockheed, Boeing, Raytheon, Northrop Grumman have built, right? Those systems already exist, and they're on ships and airplanes right now, right? So whatever we built, we have to integrate with those systems. Our autonomous vessels will need those systems on themselves, or they will at least need to talk to systems that have those sensors on them. And so that's what we're doing, right? It's that we're willing to work with Lockheed and the other primes to make sure that we fit into the existing ecosystem of technology that the warfighters are using. And I think that is going to make our vessels more effective, right, and provide better capability. Because you don't need to recreate a radar from scratch if one of these prime contractors have already created it, right, or a missile. That's what we want to do, right? We want to innovate where innovation is needed, and we want to adopt technology and weapons that already exist and that are already proven where it makes sense. So I think it was showing how innovative startups like us and established primes can work together to solve problems for the warfighters.
So you feel they are choosing you because you're more flexible?
100%. And to be honest with you, we have more boats on the water than any company out there. Autonomous vessels. Yes.
And you have the most autonomous USVs out in the ocean right now, correct?
Yeah, there are a lot of remote control boats out there, but we've employed now 75 autonomous vessels, right, that are out being tested. And for us, it's just a matter of building them. Our systems can operate thousands of autonomous vessels doing collaborative, operating autonomously and collaboratively if we needed to right now.
Congratulations, Paul. You're a CEO with a purpose, and I'm honored to have covered your story so early on. We can't wait to check back in with you soon.
I'm lucky to be doing it. We have an amazing team that have joined us, and it's why we're able to move fast. I am just grateful to be on this journey. Thank you for your time.
At Rue La La, feel like $1,000,000 without paying the price. Seize the deals on top names before they're gone. Get in to never miss out. Shop RueLaLa.com today.
Hi friends, Richard Karn here. Now I'm known as the guy who can fix just about anything, but the technology in most appliances requires very special training to fix. And that's why my family has Choice Home Warranty.
Choice Home Warranty covers over 25 major home systems and appliances. That's your AC, heating, plumbing, kitchen and laundry appliances, and so much more.
Imagine for less than a cup of coffee a day, Choice Home Warranty can help protect you from expensive major system and appliance breakdowns that your homeowner's insurance doesn't cover.
Call Choice Home Warranty now and get access to a nationwide network of over 15,000 technicians and the latest appointment setting technology so you'll know when they're on their way.
So, do what this old DIYer did and call Choice Home Warranty now before something breaks down.
Get protection for your heating, AC, plumbing, kitchen and laundry appliances, and more. Call for your free quote today. Call in the next 5 minutes and get your first month free. 800-983-9567. 800-983-9567.
Holiday shopping season is already here, but never fear, Tricia Hirschberger is kicking it off with the ultimate guide to Amazon Prime Big Deal Days, with insider picks and savvy shopping tips to help score the best deals before they're gone. Tricia, welcome back to the Tech Show.
Hey there. Take your crafting to the next level with Cricut Joy Extra. Create everything from personalized labels and stickers to fall-themed sweatshirts, welcome signs, candle jars, and banners. With Cricut Design Space, you can easily design, customize, and cut all in one intuitive platform. Access thousands of images, fonts, and ready-to-make projects to bring your vision to life step by step. Whether you're a beginner or a pro, Cricut makes crafting simple. TVs are even more affordable this year. This TCL QM7K QD Mini LED 4K TV ranges in size from 55 to 115 inches. It has lifelike color, ultra-wide viewing angles, and it delivers a super bright halo-free picture with deep blacks even in bright rooms. And for gamers like me, it has an automatically enabled game mode for the lowest possible input lag and latency for unmatched gaming performance. And also from TCL, the Nextpaper 11 Gen 2 tablet offers innovative screen technology that delivers a paper-like feel and advanced eye comfort. The 11.5-inch display is backed by a powerful Android tablet. The 3-in-1 VersaView modes let you switch between regular with sharp, vibrant visuals, ink paper, which transforms the screen into an e-reader-like display, or color paper mode, offers soft, low-saturation colors ideal for reading comics or magazines. Look for Roborock's new F25 Ultra handheld vacuum. For maximum cleaning power, it uses 302-degree steam, 187-degree hot water, and industry-leading suction. Its jaw scrapers untangle the long hair it picks up, while its blue light detection system finds hidden dirt. And get this, its AI-powered wheels detect how hard you're pushing and pulling, and then they adjust for added support. Now, for more information on anything we've discussed today, head to dailylounge.com. Back to you.
Thanks for being on the show again. As demand for GLP-1 medication skyrockets, patients are increasingly targeted with compounded knockoffs that are not FDA approved and do not meet federal safety or quality standards. Many are mass-produced using unverified foreign ingredients and marked deceptively as personalized care. Research shows patients using these products are twice as likely to be hospitalized compared to those on FDA-approved treatments, underscoring urgent risks for millions of Americans seeking weight loss or diabetes care. Lee Verbaugh, former FDA official, board member of the Alliance for Safe Online Pharmacies, is here with us today to discuss the risks of compounded GLP-1s. Hello, Lee. Can you talk about the risks of using compounded non-FDA-approved weight loss medications?
Yeah, that's a really great question. The difference is there's a gap between FDA-approved and compounded GLP-1s, and that difference puts a real preventable safety risk for patients. Mass compounders are knocking off and providing untested and unproven drugs to patients, and they include unnecessary ingredients like B12 to falsely claim that they're personalizing products for patients. Too often, these are being sold in underregulated or illegal online pharmacies, and that puts patients at risk because it bypasses safeguards.
Why are compounded drugs allowed if they have not been FDA approved?
Well, compounded drugs are only intended for patients when they fill a very narrow gap. And that's when FDA-approved drugs are not available to fit a specific patient need. So right now, mass compounders are taking advantage of this specific space, and they're violating FDA rules by producing massive volumes of GLP-1s. So they're in this space and breaking the rules. Many are being sold through unverified pharmacies or under-regulated telehealth platforms. The safest thing that patients can do is make sure that they're talking to healthcare providers and also using only verified pharmacies.
What steps can patients take to make sure they're getting safe and proven treatments?
So I love getting this question, and I talk to my family and friends about it all the time. Patients should always talk to their healthcare providers first. This makes sure that they are getting access to safe and effective medicine. And they should stay informed. They should stay informed by looking for resources, including resources at the Alliance for Safe Online Pharmacies at buysaferx.pharmacy.
Where can we learn more?
Go to buysaferx.pharmacy and get more information at the Alliance for Safe Online Pharmacies.
Thanks, Lee.
Thank you for having me.
We have to take one final break, then we're back with Take My Money right here on The Tech Show. Stay with us. Now it's time for Take My Money, where this time we can finally get that mess in our trunks in order.
Transformers?
As much as I love an organization system, and especially in my car, which it tends to, look like the portrait of Dorian Gray, this is like having a big black hole that you've now separated into smaller black hole cubes that you can't see through or label or do anything with. So I need organization with labeling and visual cues. So sorry, Subcube, I'm gonna keep my money, but I'm gonna keep some aside in case you figure this out, because I got a lot of junk to organize. Thanks so much for joining us this week. Follow us at The Tech Show TV and join the conversation. Tech you later.